welcome back to my channel. Today we will be doing a planner setup slash adjustment in my Louis Vuitton GM agenda. So I have mentioned that I will need to completely essentially redo this planner. So the last look of this was the end of month planner flip that I'll have linked below. I'm happy to announce that I successfully defended my dissertation, and therefore I need to remove my academic section in this planner. And so if you saw the Infinite Lotus sub box video slash unboxing, I did remove the academic inserts in that video to make room for the inserts that came in the box. That box is about to help me figure out what I want to keep in this planner, but ultimately I need to readjust. And so I figured I'd do a quick little video about this and kind of give you all my thoughts, because I honestly don't know what to do. I also need to remove the overview section because I did move that into my A6, so I figured I'd do that all on camera. And then maybe we can talk about the A6 too. So here is my Moterm, and as I mentioned, my overview section is now in here. So I'm using these inserts from Cloth and Paper that I got when I first got the Mulberry A6 agenda. And initially I wasn't going to use these for weekly planning. However, I just really loved it last week and decided to just like fully commit, especially since I want to get like horizontal inserts or like weekly overview inserts in here for next year. I think this is the perfect way. So now I need to adjust this planner. So let's go ahead and start with removing the weekly overviews. So I have these top taps from Infinite Lotus, and I have my monthly inserts, and then I have the inbox from Infinite Lotus. This is one of the boxes, or one of the dashboards from the Infinite Lotus sub box, and then another monthly dashboard from, again, Infinite Lotus. So these were the weekly overview inserts that I was using before. They're undated, so I just kept these vellums in here to separate out the months. But while I really like them, I just really wanted to put it in my A6, and so we can now remove these. And what I think I'm gonna do is, let's see, we're gonna remove the next tab. So I have hourlies that I wanna keep in here, and I think I'm gonna move this to my weekly, right? Because this is my weekly overview. And then for the daily, I'm gonna move up the task inserts. And for right now, I'm going to use the two newest dashboards from the sub box for October here. And I love that now I have like a little fall theme going in this planner. We're going to remove this one, and then I just removed the tab that this was under. And I'm going to move all of these inserts up, so that way, and these are the weekly tasks, that way they are in here. And then what I think we're going to do is, I think I'm going to move my work section back in this planner. I haven't fully decided yet. What I also want to do is, I have this one, this dashboard that came in the sub box as well, and then this is from the Planner Spot sub box, I think like 2 or 3 years ago. I love this one. I keep it for every year because I love Halloween, and so I think they would look really cute layered, especially with like this. Like, I think that's really cute. So we're going to put these in. And then I think for now I'm going to just keep, because I need to find the weekly inserts, some note inserts in here. But I'm thinking about making this my work section again, and then I can also use that for work. And that way I have like a full like schedule in here. So I'll have like my main schedule that is work related, because I have like all of my appointments and my time just broken down in my hourly view here. And then I can actually move this to this current week that I'm filming. And then I have my weekly tasks. So again, this is going to be personal, so it's not going to have anything work related. And I didn't really use these last week because I was preparing for my defense. So here's this current week. And then I think, yeah, this tab would be work inserts. So let's see what I want to use. I think I have some from Cloth and Paper, but it has the hourly view. Let me grab my box. So 4 potential options. I have these Infinite Lotus weekly overview that I think I might use. These are dated, and so I've been taking these in and out of my planner since I got them at the beginning of the year. I don't know for sure how I feel about using them for work, but you don't know until you try it, otherwise they're unused. The other inserts that I mentioned earlier were the cloth and paper ones, and so these are again dated, but they have the hourly view in here, and I'm already gonna have like the hourly Rosie Papeterie inserts in there that I actually like better, and I have more room to write on this style insert, so I don't think I'm gonna use these. So I'm gonna put these to the side, and let's just put in, I have the rest of the year here. I don't know if I'll continue to use them, but we're just going to throw them in. And this will be my new work section. And so I'll just try this out, see how it works, and if I don't like it, I can take it out, but otherwise, this is typically how I update whenever I'm trying to try out new inserts. I just try and narrow down whatever I do have, or if I buy something, and then kind of go from there. So now we have cover. I have the yearly overview inserts in here, and then I think these are like the occasions inserts from Infinite Lotus. I'll have everything linked below, including my discount codes. We have the monthlies, and so like I said, we have the Rosie Papeterie month on one page inserts, which I love in here. Then we go into the weekly, so this is where we have my hourly views, and again, loving these. And then you can tell when I wasn't in my planner because I was just working. And then here's the current week, and then I have some, these are undated, but I have some more in here. And then I got the dated version for 2025, and or I'm sorry, 2026. And then the last section is the weekly tasks, which work well here because I come in here and I update these daily, so it follows that daily flow still. And then they're kind of like my inbox, which is why I have the inbox tab here. So we have those, and then I have next month in here too, and then we go to the next section. So this is down my work section, and we just have a fun little October theme with these two. I need to trim this vellum. We have these. And then we have the month on, or the week on one page. And then like I said, that full year. And then this last section, and then I have notes, so that'll be nice for work. And then this last tab, it was at my academic tab, but now I think it's gonna be more like my actual notes. So actually let me move these now that I think about it. Or these will be specific to work. And then I'll add additional note inserts in here for like general notes, but this will be my notes section. And so right now I'm keeping my DBA vellum in here. I printed out my announcement that I created on Canva, and I put it in my planner, and so I'm using it as like a dashboard. But the Infinite Lotus sub box came with these party plan and guest list inserts, which is actually really convenient because I'll be planning my graduation party. And so I have 3 in here, and this is to plan like the ceremony, who's coming to that. There's 2, and then that party itself. So we have that. And then just the note inserts that also came in the most recent sub box. So that is the current setup. And other than that, I think that is actually gonna be it for this video. I just wanted to do one where we fully set up and update the planner. But yeah, I'm really excited. We'll see what this planner turns into. If anything, it might just be like my hourly, my schedule, and probably just work. But again, we'll see. So other than that, that is gonna be it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching.